After years of anticipation, of waiting for it, of sitting behind your desk playing your stupid solo Ironman account, it's finally here. Group Ironman has been released. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chevelric here, and today we're just going to have a little ramble about the Ironman release. The Group Ironman release, I've been really enjoying it. You'll be seeing gameplay in the background of my account, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it as well. Just like every other video, when I'm giving my opinion, I really want to hear your opinion as well. So leave it in the comment section down below. Also, let me know if you've been playing Group Ironman, how you're finding it, the goals you've been working towards, what you've achieved so far, any funny moments, just tell me. Also, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. So, let's start at the beginning. Well, actually, just before the release. I'm not going to be talking too much about the whole polling drama because I made a separate video on it. It's on my channel, so if you want to check it out, just go watch it. It's my opinions on polls and everything that went on with the Group Ironman poll and, you know, the spite voting, etc, etc, etc. But obviously that wasn't the only controversy, because people can always find things to complain about. And I know my videos are complaining as well, but I want to be talking about the positive things as well in this video. So don't worry, it's not just me bitching and moaning about people being stupid and not having brain cells, because I've seen very many people without brain cells these last few days on Reddit and Twitter, and I know it's not the best source to find people's opinions, but, well, it's actually the best source to find people's opinions, but not to find clever opinions. But let's talk about the streamer controversy. Actually, you know what? Before I actually start smashing Jagex about it, well, not Jagex, the people that smash Jagex about it, I actually do have a bit of a negative opinion about it, but I will get into that in a second. But for those who don't know, haven't been following it a lot, the problem is, people have been complaining about Jagex investing promotion money, you know, advertising money, the separate budget that you use to advertise your game, into big streamers to play RuneScape. People are complaining like, oh yeah, you invested 300 grand in these streamers, and blah 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 blah, you should have done this, you should have done PvP updates, you should have done PvM updates, you should have done Ironman updates, blah blah blah. And I was like, you really don't know, did you not have economics in school or something? Did they not teach you how a company works? A company has different budgets for different purposes, one of them being advertising. This money is just sitting there for advertising. It's been, you know, at the start of most years, most companies make a budget for the following year. One of the budgets that they make is for advertising. This money comes from the advertising budget. And yes, you could say, oh, they could have gone to development, blah, 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 but advertising the game is very important. Also, where did people get the figures 300 grand from? I've seen it a lot, and I'm like, if it's been announced or, you know, people did the math, okay, fair enough, but where did they get that from? And also, think about it. Listen, like, I know it's difficult when you have like 7 brain cells. I mean, I know what it's like. I have 8, but if you have 7 brain cells, think about this, right? When new people play the game, or stream the game even, new people will play the game. When new people play the game, Jagex will get more money. When they get more money, you will get more content. I know that usually doesn't work like that with Jagex, but, you know, actually, on a serious note, like, Jagex inviting all these big streamers like Ludwig, Critical, and Miskiff, or whatever his name is such a smart move. Because I've seen the argument of people saying, oh yeah, well, didn't they invite Bodhi or Sicknerd or whatever? Dude, listen, these people that they invited don't play RuneScape, or haven't played RuneScape since they were a kid, or only heard about it. They're now playing RuneScape in front of an audience of like 20,000 people. Like, I've seen those streams with like 15 to 20k people just watching them play RuneScape. For probably about 90% of the people watching their content, RuneScape is a new game. And maybe 10% of that 90%, so about like, you know, 1,000 to 1,500, 2,000 people, might think, you know what, actually, this game looks pretty sick. I might actually play it. And then, boom, you have new players. That's all Jagex want. They just want to introduce the game to a bigger audience, to new people. Because that's how you grow the game. If we want this game to exist in 15 years or 10 years or however long, we need new players. And the only way to get new players in is to invite big streamers, or, you know, put more money in advertising, or just do anything to reach out to the player base that isn't playing the game already. And I think this is a very good move. The thing that I do not agree with, however, and I've seen arguments on it on Twitter as well, which, you know what, I usually don't agree with them, but this time I do, is the creative world. Listen, I understand that the creative world is there. It's a world with 10 times XP, 2 times resource, and 4 times drop rate. I get why it's there, because those people, those streamers play the game for promotional purposes. They're playing it for like a day or for however long they're paid for, and you know, they want to show as much of the game as possible, and that's the only way to do it is with higher XP rates. But at the same time, it also kind of takes away from RuneScape. RuneScape is a grindy game, and I think in a way it's false advertising as well, because let's be honest, if Lil Jimmy is watching Ludwig's stream, he thinks, you know what, this game is sick. He is not aware of the high XP rates, start playing the game, thinks, oh, this is slow, I did not know it would be this slow. Then, you know, they'll be like, oh, you know what, actually, Bun, I can't be asked. And then, you know, you lost the player anyway. I mean, they touched the game, but hey, it's a bit of a tough one, in my opinion. Like I said, I definitely understand why they did it, but at the same time, this doesn't really show the audience that they have what the game actually is about, because at the end of the day, RuneScape is a very grindy game, and if you're not prepared for it, it's just not your game. And I feel like a better solution would have been to give them a little bit of a guide, like give them a little bit of a like step-to-step tutorial of what they should follow, kind of like the OSRS guide, but then maybe, I don't know, it's probably possible for newer players to get to like Dragon Slayer, and then, you know, go from there. I think that would have been a lot better of a solution to the situation of, like, you know, wanting to show as much of the game as possible, or like giving goals or making it a little competition. Like, for example, there were like these groups of Ironman, and you could have done it so like every group will get points for completing certain tasks. So for example, the first group to mine iron ore gets 1 point. The first group to craft a steel bar gets 2 points or something. Like, that way it would be a competition that would push the streamers to look up, oh, okay, hold up, which one are easy, which ones can I do, and it would make it very interesting and competitive to watch, which, in my opinion, would have been a great idea. But the thing is, at the end of the day, Jagex just want new people to see the game how it is. And I guess that they did that with this, because I saw the figures of RuneScape's category whilst those people were live. And, you know, there were multiple people with 20k viewers in there. So I think there were at least, obviously, Twitch streamers fluctuates, like 20k at certain points, like overall might actually be like 100k, like during the time they stream, like 100,000 individual people. Like, that the game got introduced to tens, if not hundreds of thousands of new people by them just streaming the game, which is really good in my opinion. And I'm really happy they did that. Another thing about GroupIronman, this is like a completely different subject. Like, that was just a streamer thing. That's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you think as well. But just GroupIronman in general, like the whole storage controversy, I see a lot of stuff about that as well. And I'm just like, man, like, I know those 7 brain cells are so difficult to use, but please use them, man. Because it's disabled. People are like, oh, why did you put development time into doing it then if it's not going to work? Oh, you're never going to use it again, blah, blah, blah. You guys are so useless. And I'm like, dude, it's a game that's made in 2001. It's running on the same code as its build on. The meme of Spaghetti Goat isn't a meme. That's the reality of the game. And the fact that they made a storage system that goes over multiple accounts, that saves the progress, that is huge. That is actually a big thing, especially for this game. But even in general, for other kind of games, like, it is big to have a storage system the way it works in RuneScape, to have in a game. I don't know much about coding, but I talked to a friend of mine who actually does, and he says, dude, that definitely is a pain in the ass to code, because, you know, you have like, you know, you have to purge like the banks of the regular accounts, and then you need to make sure it doesn't intertwine. Like, it is so complicated, bro. And the fact that they did it, and the fact that they're careful with it, is really good in my opinion, because people are complaining about, like, oh, well, why, if it wasn't fully working, if it wasn't fully functional, why did you put it in the game? First of all, when they test it, about like 5 to 10 people are testing it. When we're playing it, tens of thousands of people are testing it, and we will find bugs and abuses of it way, way better than them, because we think of malicious things to do, and they think of that as well, but not in the, like I said, it's 5 brains against tens of thousands of brains. Like, the fact that they're bugs is, you know, inevitable. Honestly, that's with any big game release. They obviously test it, and they obviously put time and money and effort into testing it. And the fact that there will be bugs is always the case. That's with any game you play. Name me one game that released without any bugs. I'll wait. Okay? And then you say, oh, games back in the day were better. Have you ever seen speedruns of those games? Those games are riddled with bugs. They're just not fixed. And, you know, back in the day, there wasn't this thing called the internet. Well, there was, but not as accessible as it is now. To find these bugs and, you know, abuses, etc., etc. So, I think it's really good that they're careful with it. Because the last thing we want, because we have some stuff on our GroupIronman in the storage, the fact that they're careful with it, I don't want it to happen that the whole storage will just get cleaned because some bug was there, and now we lost all the dice that I made, and it took me some time to make, and all the other progress that's in there. Sorry about my hiccups. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, a lot of people put a lot of things in there, and the last thing Jagex wants is that, you know, all the time that's been in there, or people put into getting them in there gets deleted because someone abused the bug, and now the whole storage system is broken, and now we're all sad. Because then they have to do a reroll or a refund or need to do some complicated things, and it's good that they're careful with it, and I think they should be. But besides that, GroupIronman to me has been amazing. I've been enjoying the game, been playing with my friends, playing alone, but I've been playing with my friends, and honestly, it's been a blast, man. Like, I'm just sitting here, like, you know, thinking out plans. I'm just thinking, like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I can, you know, do these things, or I can do that. So, also, if you're interested, if anyone's interested who's watching the video, you got to this point in the video, and you think, hey, I'm actually interested, like, what did you do as an Ironman? Please let me know. I don't mind making a video on it, because now I'm just complaining about the community, but I actually want to make some actual informational videos as well. I might do it anyway, but, you know, just let me know. But that's it. That's it for this video. Enough rambling, enough ranting. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a like, comment, like I said, opinions. I want your opinions. Subscribe if you're new, and to be honest, I'll probably see you guys in the next video. If you got to this point, I hope you like me. So subscribe. You'll see more videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Much love. Goodbye.